All the optimism from Saturday's gone. In 90 minutes, we're out of the Champions League without really putting up a fight after we conceded.
Season over, mate. Season completely over. Manchester United Football Club, born 1878, died 2005 when that cancerous lot took over, mate. It's been downhill since then, man. Downhill since then. And this is just the final straw for me in the death of a football club that it's not the same football club that I was watching when I grew up. It's just not. Like, how can you not put up a fight? You said after the goal that before the goal was okay, we conceded at a poor time, 41st minute. But after that, again, a lot like the City performance, not laying a glove on them, mate. Not doing enough, making changes, personnel changes, more attacking players. Where's that desire to go and win? Your season's on the line today. Everything is on the line today. Top four, don't ask me about it later on because we're done, man. Top four's done. So all we've got is the Champions League. Go and give the fans another night out in Europe. Go and give the young kids another night under the lights. Go and fight for something. Go and show something. It was Simeone's wet dream tonight. He went 1-0 up and then we didn't lay a glove on him. It was exactly as he planned it, mate. Exactly as he planned it. We were all optimistic beforehand, right? We were all optimistic and we thought, we could get a result. I had one reply to my tweet before, which was like, everyone was asking, all the United fans were optimistic. Got one reply from a West Ham fan. West Ham fan said, don't fancy United's chances tonight, mate. It's got Atletico and Simeone shithouse rewritten all over it, 1-0. Why are we not believing that? Why do we live in our own little bubble where we pretend like Manchester United are going to pull off the miracle? They're not capable of pulling off that miracle anymore, mate. It's a different club. It's not the same United I knew. It's not the same United I loved. It's just not the same, man.
It is bad, and it's like you look at where we even go from here with such a crushing defeat, and it's like you said, the realistic side of it is, do we expect to win the Champions League? No, but the tie was finally poised, and you just want to see a bit. They asked us. I think Marcel said it. He said the fans done their bit. They asked us to create an atmosphere. They asked us to be up for it, and like you said, in the first 20 minutes, they responded to that somewhat. But it almost was like a false sense of security, wasn't it? Because you get the disallowed goal, there's the warning sign, then almost a few minutes later, they score. Sloppy. It's so calamitous. We keep conceding these types of goals, don't we?
Individual errors, poor positioning as well defensively. I talked about it on the Full View the other night. Like, we defend so narrow, so narrow. You go back and rewatch that goal and see how narrow Dalot is for that goal. It's unbelievable. And then back post, obviously, runner comes in, scores. The disallowed goal moments before. Maguire must think like his boot has got one end of a magnet in and the ball's got the other, because he's got this unnatural need to just like lunge in and chase the ball. He sees the ball and he's like it's a shiny object and he's a mad pat. He just goes for it, mate. It's like he's centre back. He leaves his line. He leaves Varane, leaves his defensive partner, goes forward and tries to nick the ball. And then he's not got the recovery pace to get back in. So why are you being attracted to the ball? Hold your position, hold your line. Then Dalot doesn't have to come across. McTominay can drop in, and then Dalot can mark the man at the back post, and Lodi doesn't get that header, doesn't score that.
Maguire keeps costing us in terms of making individual errors and bad judgment. Obviously, it is a team game. It's not all his fault, but in terms of his performances and his involvements in things.
I mean, he's not the only one, man. So let's not thingy this as a Maguire witch hunt, because it's not. 11 players, well, maybe 10 players because Fred was decent, but 10 players weren't good tonight. The problem with Maguire, right, is people are like, oh, he's £80 million, that's why they're playing him, it's coming from above. They don't want to chance their return on investment. There's no return on investment, mate. That return on investment went as soon as you signed him for that much money. That's gone.
Yeah, because you're never going to sell Maguire for more than 80 million.
You're never going to get £80 million back, and if you think you are, then it's a joke. So it's like, stop using that as an excuse. When are we going to go back to picking the best players on form that are playing the best football? Like, I just wish we could erase the manager and the coaching staff's memory of any name, any price tag, any fan favourite, and just be like, oh, you played well in training, you can play. Because Rashford wouldn't get near the team, Maguire wouldn't get near the team. There's several people that wouldn't go near the team. Special shout out to Fred today, to be fair, man. I didn't think he deserved to be on the losing team today. I really didn't. I thought he was good. But it's the same stuff week in, week out, mate. Honestly, it's the same stuff week in, week out. I've just seen De Gea's comments, right? So I just wanted to bring it up. It says, I'm not winning a trophy for 5 years. Of course, it's not good enough. It's hard for the club, for us and the fans. It's really hard. This is where we are at the moment. It's a difficult situation. We have to keep fighting. I feel sad, but we're not good enough. Mate, it's March in 2022. The season's over. How many times have we heard that? I've lost count of the amount of times I've heard that. I've lost count of the amount of different players I've heard it from. Maguire says it, Scott says it, De Gea says it. Whoever's called out in an interview says we're not good enough, we go again. I've brought it up before, but you don't go again, mate. The definition of insanity is seeing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So tell me why I'm going to be positive. Tell me why anyone here tonight is going to be positive, because we've been watching the same shit over and over again and we think we're going to get through to a quarter-final of a Champions League, mate. I've been living in a bubble, honestly. There's no way. And people are like, oh, well, what's going to come in? What's going to change? What's going to fix it?
Well, that was going to be the next bit in terms of that, because you look into the summer now, because there's nothing there. Just clear out. Is that even going to happen? How much can you clear out? How much can you change?
Well, realistically, a clear out's probably not going to happen. It's needed, but it's not going to happen. All the people on the Ten Hag bandwagon, they got knocked out to Benfica tonight, right? So he's going to come in and fix this. He's going to come in and fix this mess. One manager is going to come in and fix a club that's been broken since 2005. Honestly, you do not know enough about the club if you think that you can come in and fix it by bringing a manager in that is like, he's got the perfect setup at Ajax, right? You've got your sporting director, your technical director, you've been playing total football for the last 30 years. You come into this shit show, you're told who you can manage, you're told who you can buy. You've got a technical director that's sitting next to you in the dugout and is probably the only person that shows passion today, and he gets booked for it. Like, it's just an absolute shit show from top to bottom, mate. Where do we go? I mean, I said to you before, would you take like 2 years fighting mid-table mediocrity, relegation, to just give the youth lads a chance? I went and watched us recently. Charlie McNeil, good player. Garnacho, good player. Medbury, good player. Mengi, good player. There's people in there that probably deserve a chance and would probably give a lot more for the shirt than a lot of these people are giving at the moment. We had a joke ages ago on the Full View. They were like, would you give your pinky to play for Manchester United, right? Do you remember that conversation? Yeah, a couple of us said yeah. I said yeah. Marcel said yeah. KG was like, oh, Owen was like, you'd never give your pinky kind of thing. And I was like, for some of us lads that are local, or not even necessarily local, but for some of us lads that have loved this club for a long time, we'd give everything to play for that shirt. How many of those lads are going home tonight and caring and hurting as much as us? We're fucking depressed, man. We are so sad at tonight's result. We're going home. We're devastated. How many of them are? They're collecting their paycheck. They're going out. They're spending their money. They've got their nice little life. And when they retire, they'll have their nice little job as a pundit, and everything will be fine. And Manchester United might be back to being good by then. Who knows? But at the moment, it's just fucking shit, mate. Like, we care more than they do, and that's the brutal honesty of it.